Well, good morning. Welcome to this weekly edition of the Ag Market Network Weekly Market Report brought to you by FiberMax and Stoneville Seed. Exports have just come out. We've not even looked at them yet. We're going to go to them right now, starting with cotton. Cotton sales, net sales, and we don't expect much out of the old crop. The 2017-18, 19,600. And that's China took 6,500 running bales, South Korea 5,000, Taiwan 3,400. Now let's take a look at the new sales, the new crop sales. 261,200, and we have Vietnam taking 128,500, Pakistan taking 25,300. South Korea taking 23,800. We have shipments of 259,100. What is the reaction of the market? Well, we see cotton was down 34 before the report. Now it's down 37. It's lost a little bit of ground here. Let's go to soybeans. Net sales of 93,700 metric tons. That's down quite a bit from previous numbers. Germany took 143,300 metric tons. Pakistan took 68,500 metric tons. The Netherlands took 66,600 metric tons of soybeans. Soybean market was down 3.25 before the report. Right now it's down 3. Corn, net sales of 292,000 metric tons, down from previous week. Japan took 126,400 metric tons. Taiwan took 78,600 metric tons. South Korea took 73,800 metric tons. Corn was up 3.5 before the report. Right now it's up 4. It's firmed up slightly. Wheat, net sales of 382,500 metric tons, down 1% from the previous week, up 21% from the 4-week average. Taiwan took 104,900 metric tons. The Philippines took 104,500 metric tons. Indonesia took 70,000 metric tons. And before the report, wheat was up quite a bit, up 9.5. Right now, wheat is up 9.75. So look back at cotton, and it's about where it was before the report came out. So not a lot here. Firming up a little bit in the grains. Cotton is holding its ground for the moment. Let's take a look at some of the recent things that have happened in this market to get a little bit of perspective. We've got in cotton, the low was made about a month ago at 81.75. The high was made yesterday, the recent high of 89.98 for a rally of 823 points. Why is that? Why would we bounce? I think a feeling that we'd overdone it was part of it. That's the first thing. The second thing was a crop report. The last crop report came out, and it showed that the crop was smaller than people had thought as far as the report goes, what it would show. So the carryout was smaller. So that's the reason that helped firm the market up. Also, some optimism over trade. That goes back and forth. Headlines this morning are back to being pessimistic. China making major headlines saying they will not back down, and it appears the markets have become desensitized to that. At least the commodity markets and the agricultural markets have. The stock markets are reacting. Overseas, the Asian market was down quite a bit. European market is down. In our market right now, and the early indicators before the actual market opens itself, based on futures indexes, is we're down in our stock market. But maybe commodities have reached the point where they're saying, you know, it's just business as usual there. What now? Well, in cotton, we could see support at the 86 level. We had thought before support would be down toward 82, but with the changes, that support has come up. Resistance anywhere from 90 to 92. If we find a settlement, if we reach a settlement in the trade agreement, we will immediately start a move up, I think, into the mid-90s or higher in cotton. Let's talk about soybeans, corn, and wheat. Recent rallies. Let's just sort of look at before the trade difficulties started and we had the big sell-off, how much have we corrected that? How much have we bounced from those original highs? Well, wheat has just about erased all of it. The wheat market has moved up and it looks like overnight is just within a fraction of those old highs, and they were very high up toward 570. So a complete correction there. Corn has had about a 50% correction from its whole sell-off. So it's had not as much as wheat, but it's had a pretty good bounce. Soybeans have had about a 38% bounce from its correction. Well, soybeans are the main highlighted crop that's always discussed in trade sanctions and with a trade war with China. It has received, I think, the blunt of the blow and has moved down the most, and it's going to have a harder time moving up, but it has moved 38. It's moved about 90 cents total, or about a 38% correction. What happens if we have a trade settlement? Well, you'll go back to where you were. It just happens wheat's already there. I'm thinking we could see another 30 to 40 cent rally. I could see corn having from here a 30-cent rally. And then I think you'll see in soybeans, because it's further down, it could have a dollar rally. And if there's an announcement at the time the trade agreement comes in, and look, this could be a long time from now when it happens. I think there'll also be an announcement of additional soybean sales to China. In other words, it's not going to be just let's make up what we lost. We could see even more movement. So it's potentially very, very explosive to the upside when this thing is settled. The big problem is we don't have a clue when that will be. One last look. Cotton down 40 at 87.95. Soybeans down 3 1/4 at 898 and a half. December corn up 4 at 383 and a half. September wheat up 10 and a half, 568 3/4. That's it. Thanks for joining us for this edition of our weekly market report, brought to you by FiberMax and Stoneville Seed. Have a good day. We will talk to you later.